At the ranch, Victor takes exception to Nick walking in and demanding things of him. Nick wants to know what's going on. Victor asks, "What the hell are you talking about?" Nick replies, "Not good enough." He tells his father he's figured it out. He pulls out the doodle and declares that he knows exactly what it means. Nick explains that Adam found it in Victor's desk drawer. Although Adam had no idea what it meant, Nick says that he does. It's from a story, The Serpent of Names. Dad used to read it to me when I was little. Victor claims to have a vague recollection. Nicky remembers it. Nick says he asked Victor to read it to him repeatedly. It was his favorite. The drawing was for his benefit. You wanted me to find it. Victor mutters about his fertile imagination. Nick thinks it's a cry for help. He knows something is wrong and can't trust Victoria and Adam. He's certain that Victoria wouldn't take advantage, but Adam. Nicky interjects, "For God's sake, Victor, this has to stop." Please tells Nicholas the truth. On Crimson Light's patio, Danny takes Christine in his arms for a hug. She didn't know he was back in town and explains she just got back from Portugal. Danny asks her to sit and she tells him, "It's really good to see you." Danny says it's good to see her too. He asks, "How's Paul?" "How was the trip?" Christine cries, "Not good." In Audra's suite, she and Kyle get dressed after sex. He tells her he wants a little business with pleasure. She wonders if he's ready to talk about them running Jabot together. Kyle recalls she asked him to join their alliance. "I'm intrigued, but if I'm going to help you and Tucker take over Jabot, I'm going to need some more details." He wants to know the timeline, how they expect to accomplish it, where it leaves his parents, and most importantly, how he fits in. Audra says it's Tucker's plan, and he's so mad at Ashley he went back to his original plan. Kyle asks, "What's he thinking?" Audra can't be sure. Tucker is hard to read. Kyle asks why she trusts the guy and why she thinks he should. In the GCAC lobby, Tucker runs into Jack, who returns his listening device to him. He explains that he was tempted to beat him at his own game, but realized he didn't want to stoop to his level. Tucker mutters about him being as righteous as ever. Jack warns whatever he's really up to, he should give it up and go away. Tucker likes being close to his son and his grandson. Jack reminds him they have serious dirt on him that would discredit him in the business world. Tucker shrugs, credibility. Who needs it? Jack questions him about his plans for revenge. Diane gawps when she comes down the stairs at the Abbott mansion, and Ashley is standing in the living room. Ashley casually says, "Hi, Diane." Diane tells her sister-in-law that Jack didn't mention her coming home. Ashley explains she didn't tell anyone and just hopped on a plane. Diane offers, "Peace for Jack's sake." Ashley notes she saved her life, so she'll try not to hate her. Diane will try not to hate her back. She tells her she's sorry about the way her marriage turned out. Ashley doesn't want to dwell on it, though she'd like to know what he's been up to. "What have you heard? Is he planning something?" Diane assures her they both want to protect Jabot from whatever Tucker has up his sleeve. At the ranch, Nick asks, "Tell me the truth about what?" Nicky prompts Victor to speak, but he stays silent. Nick gawps, "Has this whole thing been a setup? Have you been putting on an act? Are you kidding me?" He knew there was no way his faculties went down that far that fast. Why would he do this? Victor says, "Because I had to find out who could be trusted." At Crimson Lights, Danny asks Christine what happened on her trip. She would rather hear about him and what brings him back to Genoa City. Danny has a couple of months off to spend more time with Daniel. Chris asks, "And with Phyllis?" Danny notes she sort of comes with the Daniel package. "I know how you feel about her. We both feel that way, but I think she's sincere about wanting to change." Christine reminds him they've all heard that before. She talked a good game of remorse to the judge, but it's not exoneration. Let's not forget that she should have been put away years ago for attempted murder. Danny knows it's hard for her to give Phyllis a break. It's hard for him too, but maybe this is the one time to try.